Today, I want to challenge you. Do you have a project, an idea, something that's been roaming around in your head for a long time, and you're maybe like, I think this would really help my business. I think this would be a really good thing to do, but you just like haven't gotten around to it. And you just like, I feel like I'm missing this thing. I feel like I need to have this thing ready. I feel like I need to do a little bit more research over here before I'm actually ready to start this thing. I want to challenge you to start today. We have a tendency to think, I need to be ready. I need to make sure that I have everything in line, make sure that everything can go to plan before I start. But I don't think I have ever seen a plan that didn't get altered along the ways anyway. So why would we want to wait until we have everything planned out in detail before starting? It makes no sense. We're going to change anyways along the way. So we might as well start and kind of build the tracks as we run on them. Is that the saying? Build it while I hope you know what I mean. The point being, let's start today. So what's the project? Let me know in the comments. What is it that you have always thought about? Maybe there's a book that you want to write that could help you in your business. Maybe you want to, develop a new product, or you want to get out and do speaking engagements. What is it that is that first step that you need to take to get started? Let's do that today. Let me know. I would love to know what that first step is. And then actually also do it, right? The thing is, we get analysis paralysis. So this thing that like, I need more information. I need more information. And the funny thing is that the more we know, the more we also know that we don't know. So sometimes it's actually a benefit for us to not know what we don't know, because it can become this hindrance for reaching our goals and living our dreams and doing the things that we really want to do, because we know how big or how hard and difficult the project is going to be. When I wrote and published my first book, I have to say that if I had known what my life would look like the year I wrote that book, I probably wouldn't have. So I had a full-time job. I have a sick husband. I got a puppy. I was on top of the job. I was also educating myself as well. And then I decided that, let's put in a book to the mix of doing that. And I just started, right? I was like, I see a need here. There's a book that I can write that can potentially help people. And that was my driving force. And then it's like, okay, so let's just start, because why not? I'll figure it out as I go. There's this concept of just-in-time learning, where it's about you learn things as you need them. You don't need to learn or research everything in advance, because you are going to waste so much time if you do that all the time. One, you're going to learn a lot of things, which is amazing. I love learning. But you're going to learn a lot of things that you're never going to use for anything. And then on the other hand, you're never going to get going because you're never ready. So instead, if we start that project today, then we learn along the way. We learn when it's needed. So how do I find the beta readers for my book? How do I write in a good way where people want to read it? How do I create a cover for my book? Just to use the book example, right? And that is something where it's like, for example, with my book, it was like, yes, there also needs to be time for the editing and the printing and all of these kind of things. How do I find the right printer to use? And oh my God, all the decisions that goes into like, what kind of paper, what size do you want, what fonts do you want, what fonts can you use without paying additionally for them? Like all of these decisions that I am so happy I didn't know them in advance or know that in advance, because it would have tilted me before even getting started. So I hope I haven't ruined your book project now. I want to say that today it's probably easier, to be honest, to write a book, because this was before all of the AI. But the idea here is that let's just get started. Let's just figure out what it is that can help you get started on that journey. And what's the project? What is it that you want to do? Let me know in the comments, and then with joy and excitement, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.